It's 7:40. That means that if you have a dog or a cat or know someone with a dog or cat, you're thinking about getting a dog or a cat or a pet, you want to tune in for the next few minutes. We're talking with Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto from Cinema Veterinary Center located on Cinema Drive in beautiful Valencia. Awesome town, as it were. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, I want to do a little bit of extolling the virtues of your service because my wife thought it was a good idea to book both dogs at the same time. Daisy, and we have 3 beagles, but 2 of them, we needed them looked in. And so we brought both of them at the same time,
Yes.
Daisy and Otis. And first of all, you took really good care. And Otis is a little skitchy. Daisy's kind of okay. Otis, though, is a little bit like, that you're getting a little into the personal zones here. And your patience with him paid off because he gave you a little kiss afterwards, which was really good.
Yes.
And just in that level of really caring about them and being patient, and sometimes you have vets that'll call in 2 or 3 vet techs and instantly tackle and start putting the muzzles on and everything, which really, or the pole,
Oh, yeah.
which you may have to use that in some cases, but in this case, not with Otis. But you really did good, and your patience really paid off.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing with him. But then Daisy also, her little eye issue, which is going well, and thank you for taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
But dogs, I know, especially beagles, but other dogs too, they get different types of little bumps and things on them. And a lot of times, at least what we found is most of them have been benign.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they should be removed if they become potentially problematic, right?
Absolutely. So it's always best to get them checked out because you never know if they are benign and nothing to worry about or something that we should be paying more attention to. So having the expert look at it and maybe test it, taking some cells if needed. Sometimes they can tell just by sort of feeling it and then can give you advice on what needs to be done. Sometimes even if they're just benign, depending on the location where they're at, we do recommend still removing it just so they're more comfortable and it's not going to continue to grow and become more of a problem.
Like with Otis on his right eye, when we first got him, we got him when he was just before he turned 4 years old, so about 7 years ago. It was a little teeny bump underneath his right eye, and it's kind of grown over the years to where not sure if it bothers him, but we have a concern that if it keeps going, there could be other problems, or if it gets scratched or something, it can kind of get infectious. So you're going to be taking care of that at the toward the end of the month. Mm-hmm. And so tell me a little bit about the procedure in something like that. It's a relatively safe procedure, right? I mean, it's right on his lower eyelid.
Eyelid, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, most cases, and his included, while they're under anesthesia, to remove an eyelid mass or lesion like that, we usually just take like a little wedge resection, so like a little triangle type of wedge out of that area to remove it, and then that makes it nice and easy to close the edges so you get a nice pleasing look as it heals. I always use absorbable sutures in that area just in case they don't allow me to take it back out when they're ready. They'll just dissolve.
Yeah, I can't imagine Otis would be very happy about you coming toward his eye with some sort of implement.
Sharp objects towards
when
the eye.
He's not under. And this is the other opportunity in these, if you have pets who need other work done, like in this case, we're going to go ahead and get his dental stuff done and everything else while
Perfect
he's
time.
under.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a dew claw. They never removed his dew claws, and he does not like us to get close to especially that. And it's starting to kind of get along. So just, kind of get the whole 9 yards.
He gets the work
the makeover. and that's really important, though, to understand that just when they start to see those little bumps, it may not be anything to worry about, but they, like Buddy's, my other dog one time, had a big mass. This was several years ago on his hind leg. And even though it was benign, it was going to cause problems down the road. I mean, it was probably at least 3 or 4 inches long. So those are always good to have checked out just in case, because dogs and cats, just like we have those types of serious illnesses.
Absolutely.
Just like we can.
And it is nice just to touch on that. If you do go in for one problem like that, we may recommend on physical exam, if we see like, oh, they really should have a dental cleaning and show you, the condition of the teeth, we can put estimates together for multiple things at once. And it's not to kind of take every last dollar you have, but it's more to try to bundle and like get more things done that's preventative or necessary treatments under one anesthetic procedure. So it is safer for them too that way.
And I would say, I can't speak to everybody or what their version of reasonable is, but at least from what we're going to be doing with Otis, it was like nothing that shocked us on the floor or anything like that. So that was good to
Thank you.
Good to know. So your staff, very, very friendly, very, very proactive too, because when I brought the Otis and Daisy at the same time, they were already checked in. I guess it's pretty easy to see when you got two beagles out in the parking lot, but even still, and super, everybody was super friendly. So I think that was really wonderful. And not to mention the update, because like last week, I got the email reminder about Daisy and I'd almost forgotten. So thank you for that. So all modern with your notifications, email information. You could always, once you become a patient of Cinema Veterinary Center, you can actually make appointments online, prescription refills and everything like that, which is really super cool. So Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto, thank you for taking care of my babies.
Thank you.
So
it's my pleasure.
if you have babies that need taken care of and want to be as happy as me, go to Cinema Veterinary Center, located on Cinema Drive in Valencia. CinemaVet.com 253
9300.
Yay! I was so close. I wanted to make sure. Thanks again, Doc, for coming out, and we'll see you later on this month with Otis.
Sounds good. Thank you.